Just like any other Battle Royale, Battlefield RedSec does have a slight meta shift towards longer range weapons that are very precise and accurate with the least amount of bloom, the least amount of recoil, and that's what this video is all about. We're going to be showing you the most accurate weapons when it comes to full auto guns, RPKM, which has very little recoil and very little bloom. We're firing the weapon, and this is with no attachments whatsoever besides an optic. And as you can see here, this gun has basically no recoil. Now, that was me firing without trying to control it, but now trying to control this gun, as you can see, super accurate is the UMG SMG, and this is super accurate as well. As you can see, very little in the way of recoil and very little in the way of bloom. And again, this is with no attachments, just an optic. And as you can see, now trying to control the gun at longer ranges, you can see you can hit shots very easily with this. Next is another SMG, surprisingly, and this is the SL9. Again, a very accurate gun, stupidly accurate in this game, in fact, because it is an SMG. And then trying to control this, as you can see, minimal recoil control is required here, like whatsoever, is the KTS LMG. And again, in terms of recoil, this gun barely has any. This is me not controlling whatsoever for the full duration of the magazine. As you can see, the bullets barely move whatsoever. And then trying to control this as well, you're hitting almost every single shot. Next is the AK-205 carbine, and again, not controlling for any recoil. You can see this gun's a laser. I mean, this is the most accurate gun in the entire game, and every shot is going to hit. Literally every single shot you want to hit with this gun will land. If that's all you came to see, then thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But if you're still watching this video, then you know for a fact that recoil and precision are not the only two stats that are going to allow you to perform well when it comes to range full auto weapons inside Battlefield RedSec. There's a lot of other stats that we need to take a look into, and we've already covered all these additional stats in our previous videos when it comes to time to kills, damage profiles, and the damage fall-offs for all of these weapons. And if you want to check those videos out, then you definitely can, but we're going to quickly summarize it in this video for you, whilst also taking into consideration which ones are the most accurate and precise weapons to use. And we're going to start off with the 5th most accurate weapon, and that is the Cord 6P67, which is an assault rifle. Now, this is the build that we have for it. We've got the converter, the heavy barrel, the vertical grip, 30 round mags, standard ammunition type, and then we've got the standard optic on here that we've used to test the other guns as well, just so you can see it as a side-by-side comparison. And then we've also got a red laser on here as well, because why not? Now, I haven't maxed out this gun, as you can see. This gun has one of the ridiculously fast fire rates in the entire game. It's super accurate, very easy to control, and even if you're tap firing this gun, because the fire rate's so quick, you can still delete enemies super fast. Now, of course, these enemies in the firing range only have 100 HP, but even if you're firing this gun at someone with full armor plates and you put an extended mag on this gun, it's still going to feel ridiculously good. And this is why the Cord has to be in the top 5 list of most accurate guns for Battlefield RedSec, because it's just a stupidly easy weapon to use. Next up, we've got the only carbine that makes this list. That's the QBZ-192. Now, this gun is very accurate, first of all, and with attachments, it just makes it even better. The attachments we do have on this gun is the converter, the extended barrel, vertical grip, 30 round mags, but you can extend this for RedSec, standard ammo type, the optic we're using for testing in this video, the red laser, and the light. Only issue with it is that the damage does fall off a little bit out to range, but considering it's a carbine weapon and you can use it at super close range like an SMG as well, and the mobility is definitely there, this is definitely a well-rounded gun. And the good thing about it is that the actual damage profile itself, so if you're landing limb shots, doesn't drop too much, which I think is really good. So overall, it hits a little bit harder than the Cord, and I think that's one of the reasons why I like it so much. And it's a little bit more difficult to use than the Cord, in my opinion, but if you're tap firing this gun, it's just going to feel like an absolute laser as well. So overall, definitely solid choice nonetheless. In those medium ranges, this gun absolutely fries. Next up, we've got the SOR 556 Mark II, which is essentially the SCAR assault rifle. Now, we're using the converter, the extended barrel, the vertical grip, 30 rounds, you can extend that if you want for RedSec, and the standard ammo for this testing. And then we've got the sight on here as well, again standard, green laser. Such a beginner friendly gun to use in general. You can fill all this at range and it will still do really well, to be honest with you. Now, you do need to put an extended mag on here if you are playing RedSec. Now, if you're tap firing this gun as well, it's super accurate. Again, I'll just show you that just now. And the good thing about it is that people are comparing this gun to the DRS, but I think the SCAR is actually better than the DRS. Even though the DRS's stats feel better in general, you're going to be hitting more shots with this gun. The DRS damage to the limbs and stuff doesn't fall off nearly as much as the SCAR, but the SCAR is still very good considering it's an assault rifle, and a lot of the other guns, when it comes to hitting limb shots and things, do fall off pretty hard anyways. Next up, we've got the RPKM, and this gun feels ridiculously good. Now, of course, this made the top 5 list for precision at the start of this video, and of course it's going to be in here as well, because once you put attachments on this gun and stack it up with the damage profile of LMGs, this gun just hits like an absolute truck, man, especially out to those further ranges. We've got the converter on here, the heavy extended barrel, the vertical grip on here as well. Now you can go for some of the better grips once you unlock them, like the 6H64, which I think is actually the best grip in the game. And then we've got the 30 round mags. It does start off base 40, but we're just putting the 30 on for the testing here. Standard rounds, which you can obviously improve on that if you want. We've got the standard sight, straight beamer, man. You don't need to tap fire this gun at all, realistically, to be honest with you. You can basically just fire this gun full auto every single time, and you're almost guaranteed to get a kill every single time as well. The way this rips through armor plates in RedSec as well is just insane. Now, you do need that slightly bigger mag. I do think the 40 round mag is perfect for this gun, but as you can see here, very little recoil control is needed for this gun to feel insanely good, and because it meets that top 5 in terms of precision list as well, this gun is just insane. And of course, the profile of damage for LMGs is just a lot higher than every other gun class in the game aside from marksman rifles and snipers, so this gun is just going to feel incredible out to range, and you've got insanely good bullet velocity numbers to back that up as well. So your hit reg on guns like this is just going to feel, like I said, incredible. Last but not least, we have the KTS LMG, and if you've not tried out the KTS, then you're definitely missing out in my opinion. But this is the build that we're using, and as you can see, I've only got this level 6, and we'll show you how this gun actually feels. So we've got the brake on here, single port brake. We do have the heavy extended barrel, the grip pod, which is the base under barrel grip you get for this gun, the 60 round mags, but you can change that for the 45 if you really want to make this feel a bit more like an assault rifle, for example, which people are doing. We've got the standard rounds here, and we've got the basic optic that we're using for our testing. Now, I'm not even using the analog stick at all, and I wish I could actually show you this in person. I wish I had my camera on now, where I'm not actually using the analog stick at all for this. And this is basically a base build for this gun. You don't really need to have this leveled up like whatsoever for this gun to perform ridiculously well out to range, and you're not going to be missing shots whatsoever. This is the best gun in the game when it comes to long range full auto. There's nothing that beats the KTS. The challenge is made a lot easier now as well, and for me, I had to do the crazy challenge to actually get this gun where you need to get 300 LMG kills, and then you need to get hipfire kills as well. But now it's just so much easier to get this gun, so you might as well try and unlock this as quickly as you possibly can. So there we have it. Those are the top 5 most accurate guns for range when it comes to Battlefield RedSec. Now, of course, at the start of this video, we did show you some SMGs, and you could use those SMGs because they are very accurate guns once you level them up and get slightly better of attachments. But it doesn't really make sense to use them because their damage profiles just don't keep up with the weapons that we've just discussed in the later half of this video. Now, obviously, they kind of sit with the cord a little bit because the cord doesn't do too much damage either, so you could really use an SMG if you wanted to, but like I said, I just don't think the damage stacks up when you compare it to the other weapons that we've just discussed. But also on top of that, we didn't discuss any marksman rifle DMRs or any sniper rifles as well, which both of those fit into the long range meta of Battlefield RedSec 2. And the only reason I didn't want to include those guns because, first of all, sniper rifles can one-shot headshot, which is obviously pretty powerful. The DMRs are pretty underpowered right now, which I've discussed the whole video separately already on the channel about this. And I think all of the full auto guns actually outperform most of the DMRs anyway right now. So in general, I just feel like these are the better weapons, plus people like to use full auto guns for the most part anyway. But that's all for this video. If you did learn something new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoy more videos like this, then please leave a like, and thank you very much for watching.